Hello, I hope everyone's doing well. I was inspired to do this video just coming down from my run. It's a beautiful day to be running, beautiful time. I get asked a lot, how do you transmute negative thoughts, negative experiences? How do you try to keep yourself at that level where you're not trying to act like it's not there? You're just accepting it, understanding that there's a bigger reason for it. Let me turn this around. So, I've been doing ayahuasca for, it was a year as of April. And last weekend was just so profound for me that I'm still digesting everything. And, it seems every month, I do it once a month, but every month it seems it's just I'm peeling these layers of onion more and more. And what I'd like to tell people is we're so used to thinking of thoughts as thoughts, experiences, situations. Nikola Tesla said it. If you want to know the secrets of the universe, think of frequency, vibration, and energy. Now, peer-reviewed science can show and prove everything is literally energy. We just see it as the material world. And this energy, call it whatever you want. Energy is just the closest word we could come to it besides love, and even love doesn't describe it at its purest form. But think of the multiverse, the infinite number of universes. What is infinity? It's just the absence of time. That's it. Well, this intelligence, this source, God, Muhammad, whatever you want to call it, Buddha, the Christ, yourself, whatever, it's all the same because it is all. It is everything. But this intelligence is keeping everything in harmony. Yin, yang, black, white, up, down. How do we know? You can see it all around you. The trees know how to grow. Flowers know how to grow. A pumpkin's not going to come out from a cactus, plant. It knows what it's doing. So we know it's in harmony. But we're still seeing it as thoughts and experiences, trying to understand it. So when you have an experience come to you, or an undesirable, moment, again, watch your language of what you name it. Think of it as energy trying to harmonize itself based on what you're thinking, you're feeling, and doing. That's it. Because when you try to stick to the thinking aspect of it, the experiences and the material part, it's very challenging, because you're not working with the fundamental element of what is making that. The unseen world of spirit, energy, is making all this. It's there. Now, the thing is, this intelligence doesn't lift the veil from your eyes until you've done that inner work. That inner work is different for every person. There is no wrong and no right. It's just what resonates with you right now. Because what resonates with you right now won't tomorrow, and vice versa. So you can't judge or dog on anything. As I said a million times, and I'll continue to say it, the first step is you start judging everything external, blaming everyone and everything. Then you start rediscovering who you really are and how you are really manifesting it based off your thinking, feeling, and doing. You start blaming yourself, and you keep doing the work. And all of a sudden, you come to the realization, when that veil's lifted, there was no one ever to blame. It was all part of the process. And when you get to that point, it's a radical change of mind of, whoa. And I've had a lot of those moments. And it just gets deeper and deeper. But you become more confident. You start learning to trust everything that happens. If it's a bird that flies across, in its deepest form, its deepest essence, it's just energy harmonizing itself. That's what the infinity sign is, right? It's so profound when you get it. You can understand it analytically, but to understand it and believe it subjectively, because when that happens, it goes from believing and hoping to knowing. And when you hit that knowing piece, everything makes sense. Every thought that you think, you understand, it's sending that wave out, right? You understand that that thought with that feeling and that action all at the same time, sending it out, it's called constructive interference. I would highly suggest you look that up. It's like when two or more gather in my name. Think of it as a wave coming from your brain, a wave coming from your heart, a wave coming from your mouth, all combining to make one huge wave, solid wave going out to the field. It's called constructive interference. It is so profound, but when you get it, you get it. But until then, you got to keep doing that repetitive work. You can do affirmations if you want. I prefer ask affirmations, asking the questions, because when you make statements, our brain is wired to judge it, whether it's true or false, right? When you're asking a question, brain is wired to look for the answer, and it assumes to be true. Huge difference. Once you can flip that switch, and it's a belief system that starts showing you in your screen of space that you're starting to believe it, then you can do both. But it's such a game changer, because it's just once you do the repetitive work and realize everything that's happening for you and not to you, everything that's coming across is happening specifically for you. All the time, we're so conditioned to be judging that avatar, that experience, being biased, calling it good or bad. We're missing the message it's trying to give us. We're missing the lesson it's trying to teach us. So I felt inspired to make this video. Things are just flowing out of my mouth, coming to what's on my mind. And just enjoy the ride, because it's a beautiful time to be, regardless of your current situation. I've been there, if not worse. But I'll tell you what, this self-realization is a beautiful thing. Thank you for your journey, because everyone's pain is my healing and vice versa. At the deepest level, I share this gift, and what people do with it is none of my business. But at the deepest level, this is just an internal dialogue I'm having with myself. Just as when you view this, and those who it's meant for will view this, it's the same thing. I love you and I believe in you. Love, light, and peace.